everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is just going to be about how I stretched my Japanese straight perm for so long. I've been waiting to do this video until I was actually in like the stretching mode. I'm currently 4 months and 3 weeks post straight perm. So yeah, I do have quite a bit of new growth. The management is, you know, the level is going up a little bit. The maintenance is a little bit higher. Still not too bad, but yeah. So I just wanted to show you like how much I had. So I whipped out the old measuring tape. Also, if you're wondering like, hey, how come like the front doesn't look so wild? I straightened my roots out a little bit earlier today, but only on the front, like from here forward I straightened my roots, and then the back I didn't because it's just, you know, what's the point? At this point it just looks like volume in the back, so I just left it just like that and just did the front. I did some filming earlier today, so you know, I just didn't want to look wild, that's all. So yeah, I guess I'll use centimeters since it's not that much at this point. So about right here. No, right here. I'm not good at doing this. Okay. Okay. Wait a cotton picking minute. So that's about, okay. There's the roots. And about, I can't feel it. I don't know. Right there? I don't know. What is that? Like 2.5 centimeters. I don't know. Okay, so that was a fail. That didn't work anyways. It's up there, just believe me. So the new growth is there. So the first thing I want to talk about is like the detangling, because I'm sure that's what most people are kind of worried about at this point when they're stretching their hair and avoiding like ripping out hair and things like that. So I just want to say a little bit of breakage is kind of inevitable just due to different things such as like weather damage, chemical damage, heat damage, and then of course if you're doing straight perms or relaxers or something like that, even hair dyes, there's like the chemical damage and things like that. So don't freak out too much if there's a little bit of something, but there's gonna be a little bit. And I want to be very transparent and say that I do have a little bit of breakage like on my hairline, even like not all throughout the nape, but just like this part right here. I'll be very frank about this part because, okay, so look at this side. This side is fine. This side, look at that. I have a habit, both my brother and I have this habit when like we're kind of deep in thought, we're focusing on something, it's the same side. I just don't know why. We both like reach back here and just like stare off in the space and twirl like the hair like right here on the corner. So yeah. But around this part, that's not for me messing with it. This has just always been like a problem area for me. You see that right there. This right here. Also my temples are pretty thin, but that's genetic. My grandma has that too. Been like that my whole life. So just this area is just, they're just like that. Anyways, so this part is here, and of course the rest of my hair is like out here, so you know. But that was a problem area for me when I was relaxed, when I was natural. So I mean, this area is just gonna be short. That's whatever. And this here, if I can stop twirling my hair in the back, it will be fine. So I just wanted to say that a little breakage is normal. Don't be like me and like mess up a corner in the back of your head and stuff. Luckily, it's not like a big patch. It's just this little bit right here. But I'm good about everywhere else. So anyways, to help me avoid breakage, I mostly comb my hair with my white tooth shower comb from the roots. Not from the roots, sorry. I meant the roots. I don't really comb my roots outside of the shower just because I just don't want to be like tearing through hair and stuff like that. I know they say that your hair is weakest when it's wet, and that's why I don't comb my straight permed hair in the shower when my perm is fresh. But whenever there's a lot of new growth coming in, that's pretty much one of the only ways I can get through my new growth is when the hair is wet, because it's softer, it detangles a lot easier, and then with the addition of conditioner, it's even better. So yeah, and I'll detangle my straight permed hair like with the wide tooth comb, sometimes with the paddle brush before I get in the shower. So what I'll do is if I'm gonna wash my hair, I'll just like comb or brush like down here, all around there, and then I kind of stop like right here. And then I get in the shower, and then once I'm in the shower, I'll detangle the roots. And then when I get out of the shower, the combing, brushing, detangling, all that's done. I'm not gonna do that outside of it until my hair is like completely dry again. And then I won't do it until, you know, the next day, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's how I minimize the mechanical breakage, by just detangling the different types of hair on my head differently at different times. So it does take a little bit longer, but honestly it's not that long, it's not a big deal. So do that. Oh yeah, I think I talked about this before, but I detangle my hair, like my new growth, only, you know, in the shower when I wash my hair, and I wash my hair twice a week, on Sundays and on Wednesdays. So that means my new growth is only getting detangled twice a week. So the next thing that I do is I moisturize my roots with a mixture of oils, and I kind of do that less when my straight perm is fresher, just because it's a lot easier for my hair to get weighed down and look oily and greasy. So I'll still moisturize with some oils, but I just don't put as much. But when the straight perm is getting kind of old and I have a significant amount of new growth, I start putting a lot more oil on my roots and on my scalp, just so that it doesn't dry out. And right now, the oils I like using the most are avocado oil, jojoba oil, and rosehip seed oil. Those are the carrier oils that I like to use. And I'll usually add in 1 or 2 essential oils. And I really like rosemary, Roman chamomile, and peppermint. I like tea tree too. So I kind of just, oh yeah, and lavender. I like lavender essential oil. I've been using lavender quite a bit lately, just because it smells good, but it's also great for stimulating the hair growth and thickening and all that stuff. I am trying 2 new oils now. Well, one of them's not new. I used to use it, but I stopped using it. But so I'm using neem oil now. I only started using it last week, so I don't have too much to say about it, except for the scent is pretty strange. My boyfriend says it smells like barbecue. So yeah. And also, I've been using that as a nighttime moisturizer, actually a daytime moisturizer too. I used it on my face today. So the neem oil has been great for a face moisturizer mixed up with my marula oil. So that's that. And so I can't really say how I feel about it with my hair though. So I'll let you know later on if I like it and I want to keep using it. But yeah, neem oil and castor oil. I used it before when I first went natural, and you know, it was fine and stuff. I was kind of heavy-handed, so I wasn't sure how I felt about it. And then, you know, I'm low porosity, and they were saying like, oh, you shouldn't be using heavier oils and stuff like that. But we already have some in our cabinet, and my hair, my new growth was just feeling really dry yesterday, and my ends were feeling dry yesterday, so I just put a little bit, like I spritzed my hair with some rose water, and I just put a little bit on my roots, and then I put a little bit on my ends, balled my hair up, and like went to sleep. And I woke up this morning, and although my hair is a little bit weighed down, it's not too much. She doesn't look gross, but the ends look better. I mean, she needs a trim. She still needs a trim, it's okay. But they feel better, and my roots, they feel a lot better, and they look good. And it wasn't so heavy that I couldn't wear my hair down today. I wore it like this today. So I'm starting to kind of like the castor oil. I might do that with the new growth only from now on, just as kind of like an overnight treatment thing. That's sort of what I used it for this time. So yeah, those are the oils I'm using. So the next thing that I do, if my hair is feeling like kind of dry, or even if it's a little bit dirty, I'll spritz my hair with some rose water. Like not all my hair, just the roots or something. I guess just the dry parts. So yeah, if my roots are feeling kind of dry, spritz some rose water in my hair. It's softening and it's rejuvenating. It stimulates hair growth, and it's great for your scalp. Like if you have like some kind of scalp problems, like maybe you like had an itchy patch or something, and maybe you tore through your scalp, it's great for like rebuilding the health of your scalp. So yeah, I'll use the rose water to soften up my new growth, and maybe I'll wash my hair like 2 days later. I typically do that more when it's getting near time to wash my hair. So also it smells good, so if your hair is kind of like, you know, a little it needs to be washed and you don't want to wash it, it smells good. So the next thing I want to talk about is deep conditioning. I feel like that's a given. Everyone should know you should be deep conditioning your hair, especially when you have a lot of new growth, just to maintain your line, or is it mark? Anyway, your demarcation spot. What is that, the mark or the line? Who knows what that's called? Whoever knows what that area is called between your processed hair and your natural hair, let me know. Is it the line of demarcation or the mark of demarcation? Leave it in the comments. So anyways, to keep the of demarcation strong, don't forget to deep condition your hair. So around the 3-month, 4-month kind of mark of my straight perm stretch is when so yeah, you're gonna deep condition often. So I already deep condition once a week, typically on Sundays, but around the 3 to 4 month mark is when I start deep conditioning more often, twice a week. So on both of my wash days, I'll do that. And what I used before is this one. It's the Joico Moisture Recovery Treatment Balm. I read on a hair forum, it seems like it's typically for Black women. It's a Black women's forum, and they all talk about loving this Joico line, and that the treatment balm is like super great and all that stuff. And I really liked it for a long time. I want to say a solid like 6 months. I really liked it, but for some reason my hair started feeling not so good, like dry. Even like no matter how many times I used this, I felt like it's not good. I was pretty skeptical because of course when I saw it at TJ Maxx, I always read the ingredients of things before I buy it. If it's a hair product, skincare product, whatever, if it's going on me, I look at the ingredients. And the ingredients in this, you know, a lot of them are not good. but I bought it anyway just to try it. Nothing wrong with experimentation. So it felt great. It felt good with my natural hair. It felt good with my straight permed hair, you know? So I kept using it until I didn't like it anymore. I need to go ahead and finish it off. It's at about right here now. I'm not gonna buy this again after this is done, just because, you know, the ingredients in this are catching up to me and my hair. So I went to two Old Faithfuls, and my deep conditioning Old Faithfuls are the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intensive Hydration Mask, and the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Treatment Mask. So yes, I'm finishing off this one before I hop on this one, but I've already tried this one and it's really good. So also in between washes, if my roots or my ends are feeling kind of dry, I'll also use this DIY moisture balm that I made. It's empty right now, but that's what it looks like. You can kind of see like a little bit in there. And it's just a mixture of like oils and shea butter and glycerin and stuff like that. So yeah, if it's feeling kind of dry, what I'll do is I'll just spritz my hair with rose water again, and then just apply it. Like, say it's feeling dry in my part, I'll just like rub it in my part. My edges are feeling dry, rub it on my edges. My ends are feeling dry, just spritz them with some rose water and just rub my edges like this, my ends, sorry, like this. And then yeah, that's what I'll do in between washes. Okay, so an important part about stretching your perm is your hair not looking crazy in between that time. So I don't typically straighten my roots to blend the textures. I did today again, just because I wanted to film something and it was like a fashion type thing and I just didn't want to look wild, you know? So last time I stretched my perm to 5 months before I got a touch up, and in between that 5 months I only put heat to my roots probably like 1 or 2 times. So very not frequent, very seldom. But yeah, that's the opposite. I did today, and you know, next week I'll be 5 months post, and this is the first time I have straightened my roots in this stretch. But I don't think you should particularly be like afraid of heat. I think as long as you kind of do it sparingly, you'll be fine. Like if you do want to straighten your roots, maybe try to only do it once every 2 weeks or 3 weeks or even every month. But I just don't. I mean, I would if I had the energy, but also right now it's also getting hot and I'm also working out a lot, and I just don't see the point if I'm gonna sweat out the heat there. So what I typically do is I just do a lot of heatless curly styles. I do a lot of heatless curly styles, like with flexi rods and bantu knots and like flat twists or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do to help it blend. Just do things that look good with a lot of volume. Or you know, I'll do something like this. This is something I wouldn't mind doing, just straightening only the front roots. And one thing about me straightening my new growth is that I don't bring the flat iron all the way down the hair shaft, just because the straight permed hair stays so straight. There's honestly no reason to put heat like below your new growth. There really isn't. My the ladies that were at the salon that did my straight perm, they were sure to tell me the first time I did it, like, you know, when your hair starts growing out, do not straighten your straight permed hair, only straighten your new growth, because there's no reason to straighten the straight permed hair, and she told me that a lot of black people that she has done the straight perm for, they have hair problems after they get it. And I have seen it a lot online, like people saying like, don't get it, it's not for black people, your hair will break, it's this and it's that. But I honestly feel like I honestly feel like maybe some people just weren't following instructions. And don't get me wrong, it's not just black people. It was quite a lot of people, white women, Asian women, and just everyone saying those things. But I feel like it's because maybe their stylist didn't communicate what they should do, or because they just didn't listen. But I listened to the tea, okay? Because no. I worked too hard for these inches. So the only thing I do, I'll like separate this. This is what I did today. I separated my hair here because I only really cared about the front part. Separate my hair with my fingers just like that. And then my new growth is about, I'll say like right there. I just hit that flat iron like boop, just like that. Stopped it. Went over it like 2 times. That's it. Did not bring it all the way down. So if you're going to do it, if you're going to blend your hair by flat ironing it, do not go from root to tip. Just only do the new growth and I think you'll be fine. Or you can do the heatless looks. So that's all I have for you. That last tip kind of like took a tangent in a long time, but basically what I'm saying by that is listen to the stylist, and if she doesn't tell you anything, ask the questions. Like, it should be a red flag if she doesn't tell you how to take care of your hair, but if she doesn't, like maybe she forgot or she's busy, be sure to ask questions. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you learned some things. If you have any more questions about how I stretch my straight perm, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to help. And if you want me to film anything else, let me know.